Hello, I am Suren. Welcome to the program. This time, I would love to talk to you about meditation. With my late partner and confidant, we have conducted many meditation classes throughout the years and discovered that there were people still confused about this issue. At one stage, she wrote in a report, meditation, although more widely accepted nowadays, there are still some people who would look at you as if you are crazy, possibly from another planet, if you told them you meditated, questioning in their minds how a seemingly sane person could indulge in such a thing. A few years ago, a bus driver told me he meditated, but he couldn't mention it to his colleagues because they would think he was mad and he'd never hear the end of it. Admittedly, back in the 60s, when the Beatles found their Indian Swami and came back full of it, the hype was such that many have dismissed meditation as being something a little strange. Well, not for me. It took some people many years to discover how wrong this thought truly was. When one mentioned the word meditation, to some it conjured up visions of sitting on the floor in the lotus position or even chanting the same strange words over and over again. Indeed, there are many different ways of meditating, and it is up to the individuals to find what suits them best. There are also those who would assuredly tell you that it is dangerous, even that it is the work of the devil. Jehovah's Witnesses, for example, would say that. But let me reassure you, no, you do not have to contort your body, nor do you have to chant, although the sounds used are to set up a certain vibration. And no, it is certainly not dangerous, nor is it the devil's handiwork. If you ask the majority of people if they have ever meditated, they will tell you most emphatically that they have not. If you ask them, have you ever lain on the beach listening to the sounds of the waves crashing on the sand and found your mind wandering? Have you ever sat in your garden, the sun's gentle warmth on your skin, listening to the birds and insects, enjoying the beauty and perfume of the flowers? Have you ever sat listening to music in the quiet, perhaps with your eyes closed, just drifting in thought, daydreaming? They would be surprised to learn that they have been meditating. Indeed, if you are doing something you love, be it cooking, gardening, driving, walking, even working, or a host of other things, you are enjoying them. Then you are meditating because your mind is free of stress. It is relaxed, and therefore you are relaxed. First and foremost, therefore, meditation is a relaxation of the mind and body, although it can be used to assist us in different ways. For example, you might use meditation as a means to aid in the development of your psychic abilities. And we all have them. Or perhaps something is worrying you and you are seeking an answer. We use them and help us. We use the term sleep on it, remember? Why? Because quite simply, the mind is at rest and is free to work on the problem unhindered by the plethora of thoughts we bombard it with during the day. We can also use meditation to assist in the healing of an illness and, of course, sending out a thought of peace and well-being to the world and fellow men, our fellow man. We can use meditation in so many ways for so many reasons. Question: what is meditation? Well, meditation is a practice that involves focusing and clearing your mind using a combination of mental and physical techniques, depending on the type of meditation you choose. You can reduce anxiety, stress, assist yourself to deeper relaxation, and more. How do Muslims consider meditation? Well, the word often used for Islamic meditation is dhikr, meaning remembrance, and worship, ibadah, indicating the goal of remembering Allah as the sustainer, creator, and caretaker of all existence. Did Prophet Muhammad meditate? Yes, he did, spending his time meditating and praying in a cave known as Mount Hira, which was 3 miles away from Mecca. Meditation is a practice in which the individual uses the technique such as the mindfulness or focusing the mind on a particular object, thought or activity, attention, awareness, and achieve a mentally clear, emotionally calm, and stable state. It is practiced in numerous situations, as well as the religious traditions. Does one need to join a group? Again, no. But there are benefits in that in a group energy levels combine to enhance the desired effect. In the case of meditation for relaxation, that of well-being. Everything is energy. We have spoken about this and we will speak some more. But consider how we say that our energy is low or we are feeling really energetic. When we get together with a group of like-minded people for a meditation, our energies blend together harmoniously, thereby increasing in intensity. On the other hand, if you find you are uncomfortable, then leave. It is not that there is necessarily anything bad or wrong, it is only that your energies and that of the others are not compatible. You could liken it to sitting on a park bench, and someone comes and sits at the other end. You do not know them. They have done nothing to you, yet you ardently wish they would go up and leave. Why? Simply because your energies and theirs are not compatible. They are working at different vibrational levels, thus the discomfort in their company. Sitting in a circle. Is it necessary? No. But remember, a circle is infinite. It has no beginning and no ending, and therefore the energies generated are thereby enhanced even more. As for blanking one's mind, do you remember when your teacher asked you a question you couldn't answer? Perhaps because you had not been paying attention. Or maybe you were talking with a friend and they suddenly asked you something such as, "Do you agree?" At school, we didn't want to look a fool in front of our fellow classmates. Our mind certainly did not go blank. It went into panic mode as we try to find a way out, possibly even looking across to a friend to see if they could signal the answer to us. Remember? As adults, we would probably find a way out by saying, "Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. What was the question?" Make your mind go blank. However, the mind hates a vacuum, and in meditation, we simply substitute our everyday thoughts for those of a different nature. What about visualization? For some, it is a very dirty word. It really is not easy to visualize to order. However, meditation is the most natural thing in the world. Enjoy it. Here are a few intriguing questions to ponder upon in your meditations or daydreaming. For example, where does the idea of God or creative mind come into equation? Or even the ever-existing supreme intelligence. Is it perhaps us? Then, when did we start? Was it an accident? How? Let us try to understand it without any assumptions. Remembering, ex nihil nihilum. Nothing comes from nothing. Accidental beingness, a game of chance or lottery, gambling perhaps. Can it be? How did intelligence and logic start? On its own, perhaps? When and where all this has started? Who or what is responsible? Sometimes, as it happens, we consider little treasures, as I did, when traveling and conducting a study into ancient lands and the languages, as, for example, with the ancient Egyptians. They are truly worth considering. You are about to enter into a fascinating meditative state. Relax. Here are some verses from Egypt's past. Man's bodies have returned to the earth since beginning of time, and their place taken by fresh generations. As long as Ra rises each morning, so long man will beget and conceive, and through their nostrils they will breathe. However, one day, each one that is born must go to one's appointed place, so let us make it a happy day. May we be granted the finest of perfumes, lilies and garlands, to bedeck our shoulders. Let us be true of voice. Our Father, Eternal One, all the lands are under your sway. Your name is high, mighty and strong. The Euphrates and the ocean of great green tremble before you. Your power rules the region from here to the ends of the earth. The people of Punt adore you, and in the Eastland, where the spice trees grow, the trees are fresh for the love of you. You bring their perfumes to make the air sweet in their temples on feast days. The birds of the air fly because of you. the creatures on the ground eat and live because of you. All creatures visible and invisible stand in awe before you, O glorious Father, eternal Aten. Magnificent is thy name. You bind the lotus and the papyrus. You are true of voice. Your eyes all-seeing. What is done in secret is clear to you. You have established your majesty upon the mountains. How beautiful is your coming. My Father, I give you thanks for this day. Rosemary, my late friend, wrote this poem on 9th of the 9th, 2002. In life there is sadness. In life there is joy. In life there is grief. In life there is celebration. In life there is so much more. And in order to find it, one must struggle on through good time and the bad, until darkness fades away, and the sun again shines bright as day. Life, a courageous living, oft taking steps into the unknown, but life is worth the living. Life brings joy to the soul, so let life and harmony you enfold. Thank you for sharing this time with me, and I shall be with you again by the next episode. Keep smiling and be happy.